But a sadguru gives more and more work to his disciples so that the debts keep mounting and so that he can give back something valuable under the pretext of paying back his debts. Only on receiving something, some knowledge from the Guru, a disciple attains totality in life. A sadguru is never greedy or selfish. He wishfully avails the services of his disciples. He gets more and more work done because he can then give more and more. Thus he instills a part of the powers of his sadhana and initiates the disciple onto the path of divinity. Hence, even if a disciple works unselfishly, the Guru is bound to be indebted. The Sadguru knows the significance of such a debt and repays it. You may go away, but he remembers that this person served him for so long and that he has to give back something. Hence he pays off his debt by blessing the disciple with unexpected wealth, children, prosperity and better chances in life. And a Sadguru should necessarily know how to repay. If he does not, then he is not a Guru, but just a charlatan bringing a bad name to the pedestal of a Guru. This is why I said that obtaining a real Guru or a Sadguru is very difficult. Most of the times we fail to recognize him, and even if we do, we are not able to come close to him due to our social obligations. This is our real misfortune. If you wish to dissolve sand in water, you can't. At the moment, you are sand. If you stir sand in water, it will settle down. To merge into the ocean of the Guru's soul, you shall have to transform yourself into water. You shall have to become homogeneous with the cosmic element of his soul. The best way of union with the divine Guru is to allow him to give some shape, some form to the clay, that is you. But to give some form, the clay has to be properly kneaded and then baked. Only then does it gain the shape of a lamp or a pot. If it is not subjected to heat, it remains just as clay and melts away when water is poured onto it. Hence it has to bear the heat of a furnace, and when it does so, it becomes capable of spreading illumination. If a Sadguru subjects you to the blazing heat of harsh tests, and you become perturbed and think that this Guru keeps troubling you, then you can become a follower but not a disciple. He subjects you to the heat of tests because he wants to give you the shape of a lamp or a pot. Maybe with this heat, he shall even transform you into pure water and merge you into the ocean of his divinity. Maybe he shall initiate you onto the path of salvation. Maybe he shall raise you to such heights where even your forefathers could not reach. And to accomplish all this, one does not have to go into samadhi. One need not chant mantras or perform sadhanas. It is a simple, natural process which needs to be properly comprehended. Those who are the closest to you are your staunchest enemies. You have to move on the path of spiritualism all alone. And when one moves alone, there is a chance of staggering. But the Guru is always present in an invisible form with you, guiding you, encouraging you, reprimanding you, and carefully watching each step you take. He ascertains whether you have the capability to bear the heat of his tests or not. Hence a Guru keeps testing a disciple, and in each test he determines what thoughts lie deep in your mind and heart. Your family members come to me and say, Guruji, we are taking him home now. I say, sure, take him away. To myself I say, fine, I don't have to worry about him now. I never try to stop them. A guru in Haridwar might say, why are you taking him? I am teaching him sadhanas. You don't know how talented he is. Moreover, I keep sending you 200 rupees. You must not worry about him. But I never use such flattering words and I say, okay, you go not by the evening train, but by the earliest train. But you have a strong moral character and maybe some part of my powers which have been instilled into you build a determination in you to remain here with me. Your family members do come to take you, but you clearly and firmly say that you don't want to go. You may have various comforts at home. I cannot provide you with such comforts here, but still no one else can give you what I can. Hence each work you do for me is a debt on me, and I do have the capability to pay off these debts. I have noted down the debts of each disciple and I pay them back in double because I do not wish to let any debt remain pending. I very well know the path to salvation. I have been to Siddhashram and can go there any minute because I am free of all debts. But a person under debts cannot go there. It is quite another matter that you are not able to understand the ways of a guru. If you consider his tests to be burdens, then it is your own weakness. You should rather say, Gurudev, give me more sorrows, more pains so that I can emerge from all adversities as bright as gold. I want you as crowns to adorn the heads of the gods. I want you to accomplish that which even your forefathers could not. I want you to shine bright as the sun in your lives. And I wish all this because you are but a part of my own soul and you are deeply related to me. Even the Vedas have tried to discern and elucidate this deep relation between a guru and a disciple through the philosophies of Dvait and Advait. The philosophies of Dvait and Advait have been there since the Vedic age. There is a certain mantra of Yajurved that is, what we see and what we actually are. Are these two situations completely different? If they are, then this is a state of Dvait, dualism, and if they are not, then this is a state of Advait, monoism. In the later ages, the Upanishadkars kept debating which state is prevalent in this world, and this conflict in these two philosophies continues to this day. Some people say that the world is in a state of Dvait as there is Maya, worldly illusions on one hand and Brahma on the other. According to them, there is no third thing in this world other than these two. This world is thus believed to be everything and we too are a part of it. We are nothing new in this world. Just as a stone, water, air are forms of matter, we too constitute matter. In scientific terms, matter is something which occupies space and which has a destiny. A human too has these properties, hence a human too is a form of matter. It is said in the Vedas and the Upanishads, Aham Brahmasmi Dvitiyo Nasti. That is, I am Brahma and there is nothing else in this world other than me. If I am Brahma, what is then the significance of all relations? Wife, son, and the means of comforts like fan, table, etc. The Shastras are not false and they have said Aham Brahmasmi, or in this world there is nothing except me. The word Aham epitomizes the whole of the Sanskrit alphabet series because the first alphabet of the series is A and the last alphabet is Ha. Hence Aham, which means I, denotes all the alphabets in between, and thus all this world consisting of humans, animals, birds, insects, trees, mountains, etc. This is why the Shastras have used the word Aham. But this word, this phrase, has not been used for a human. Lord Krishna used the same words in Gita, Aham Brahmasmi. The interpretation of the word Aham is given in Gita. If you read the 10th Adhyaya of Gita, you will find Krishna saying to Arjun, among all trees, I am people. He does not say, I am Krishna. This means that the statement, Aham Brahmasmi, is a part of the philosophy of Advait. Advait means, I am everything and there is nothing else in this world. On the other hand, the followers of the Dvait philosophy say, I am surely there, but other than me, there are things which have a direct influence on me. If you say you are a tree or a mountain, then we believe you. But if something affects you, then it means there is something else other than you. All of us are affected by heat, cold, abuse, praise, respect, illness, pleasure and sorrows. This means there are other things which can influence us, and only something distinct in comparison to us can influence us. If you yourself are the cause of this influence, then why would you feel hot or cold? When there is nothing else, then why do you laugh or cry? On the basis of these arguments, the followers of Dvait say that there can't be just one thing in this world. They believe that there is Brahma and there is Maya which influences or affects Brahma. Different scholars have defined these two philosophies in their own distinct ways, and it is but a well-known fact that a Shastra makes progress only when it is challenged. I shall describe something in one way, while another person shall do it in a completely different way. Until there is a difference in thoughts, a philosophy cannot develop. The same has been the case with the Dvait and Advait philosophies. Both schools of thought have the soul or the conscience as their basis, and the scholars have given two definitions of the conscience. One is Brahma and the other Maya. I have tried to explain to you the philosophies of Dvait and Advait. Now a question arises whether Guru and a disciple are Dvait or Advait. This question is very important, and Shankaracharya has given a very irrefutable answer to it. I am referring to Shankaracharya because he was a manifestation of Shiva. Lord Shiva was a complete Dev, God, and has been called not a Devata but Mahadev, or the greatest among all gods. All his explanations are very precise and authentic. On the relation of a guru and a disciple, Shankaracharya had said,
Purvam satai purnamadeva rupam guruvaivatam purnamadeva shishyah.
That is, a disciple is separate or distinct from a guru. A disciple is not the guru, and the guru is not the disciple. Both have distinct identities, and this is because there is no Advait in this world. Believing in Advait is deceiving the self, and even the followers of Advait had to at last accept defeat. Thus the followers of the Dvait were able to propagate and explain their philosophy better, that is, Maya and Brahma are different from each other. Similarly, a guru and a disciple represent the Dvait philosophy. Guru represents the realization of the supreme truth, and a disciple is a part of the guru. A guru is complete in himself and the disciple is just his thought, a particle of his being. The disciple can move closer to his guru through his actions and his thoughts. Thus he can fuse his soul with that of the guru and can become one with him. And becoming one with the guru, he can reach the state of Advait. Hence outwardly everyone lives in a state of Dvait, when in reality the actual goal of life is to attain the state of Advait. A disciple has his own state, and the joy of life which a disciple can experience cannot be achieved by a guru. A guru cannot think as a disciple does because he is bound by a dignity and he cannot go beyond its boundaries.